About time to get started tonight. This lovely Thursday evening. We've got about 5 minutes left. So if you're here, get yourself prepared. You might want to get a light blanket to cover up during our layout. Maybe get some water. I think I might want some water, so I'm going to grab that. Angle it just a slightly bit.
We need to pull that out.
That might be a little bit better. I'm going to be standing up a little bit tonight, so yeah, just for a little bit. So you want to be able to see that. So. If you are here in Facebook, it would be great, much appreciated if you would type in, put in a little text, say howdy, and I know that you're here. And I know who all I'm talking with, who is sharing this space and time. And if I need to adjust the sound, if the music is a little too loud, I'm not talking loud enough, give me a note. I think I can kind of see. I can see basically well enough. I can tell somebody's saying something, so I'll take a look. Try to make adjustments. Let's see, somebody's here. Chris, nice to see you. We got 1 minute, we'll get started here. I hope this 8 o'clock start time, 8 o'clock Pacific time is working out for you folks on the East Coast. I'm sorry, it does get kind of late, but the idea is that this will kind of ease you into the nighttime. So maybe this is just preparing you for your bedtime. We get enough of a demand. I've been thinking about starting another class that would be earlier. Maybe like a mid-afternoon class for here, or we can put it a kind of early evening class on the East Coast. So we might try that. Or we might try doing that with some longer exercise, so a little more vigorous exercise movement, and make it a little bit longer class, so you get a little bit more of the vigorous side of yoga. This is kind of more of a relaxing side. We just kind of get the kinks out, get the body relaxed, and prepare for the nighttime and ease into our nighttime with a nice meditation and relaxing with the gong. So that said, let's get started. Welcome. My name is David Bradshaw. Sat Shabad Singh is my spiritual name. I'm a Kundalini Yoga certified teacher. And Kundalini Yoga is known as the yoga of awareness. It's called the Raj or Royal Yoga. It takes little bits of the best parts of all the different, many styles and practices in yoga and kind of brings them all together with a progression from body movement to get the body prepared for deep relaxation and meditation, so that we're really the focus is to increase our awareness of ourselves, of how we feel, of our thoughts, our feelings, and what is our place in our surroundings, in our environment, and in the world beyond, and the whole cosmos. So that's a big chore for anything to take on, but I think we're up to it. So let's begin. So what we'll do tonight is we'll start with some movement. We'll tune in a little bit, just kind of center ourselves, and we'll start with some body movement, get the kinks out, work out any tensions from the day, relax some stresses and tension. We'll do a meditation. Tonight's meditation is called a meditation for sudden shock, which is a really effective one for any kind of stress, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later. And then we'll have a layout, so you get to just lay out on your backs and relax and get very comfortable and listen to the sounds of the gong, the vibrations of the gong. And I'll say a little bit more about the gong when we get to that point too. So let's start by tuning in, bringing your hands together at the center of the chest, about 5 pounds of pressure. Let's just take some long, deep breaths together first. Inhaling deeply, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, exhaling from the top to the bottom. Pulling the belly back towards the spine to get a full exhale. Relax the belly. Let yourself inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale deep and exhale. And we'll tune in with 2 mantras. The first one is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We'll say that 3 times. Second one is Ad Gure Nameh Jagad Gure Nameh Sat Gure Nameh Siddhi Guru Dev Nameh. Lots of words, lots of sounds. You don't have to worry about it. Any sounds that you get, any of those vibrations, anything that you hear, you're going to benefit from. So just play along, do the best you can. Here we go. Let's bring our hands together, center of the chest. Sit up straight, tuck the chin back towards the throat slightly to elongate the spine. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ad Gure Nameh, Jagad Gure Nameh, Sat Gure Nameh, Siddhi Guru Dev Nameh. Ad Gure Nameh, Jagad Gure Nameh, Sat Gure Nameh, Siddhi Guru Dev Nameh. Ad Gure Nameh, Jagad Gure Nameh, Sat Gure Nameh, Siddhi Guru Dev Nameh. Inhale, suspend the breath, go deeply inside. Observe your thoughts, your mood, your attitudes, your feelings. Set your intention for this moment, this point in time. What are you here for? And relax the hands. Bring your hands to your knees. Let's start by rotating the base of the spine, rotating on the hips. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling back. Big circles. Slow, graceful circles. Just warming up the spine. We've been sitting a lot today, not moving as much as usual as we hunker down in our homes. So let's get a little bit of that motion into the body. Get our life force moving, our pranic energy. Tends to settle down at the base of the spine. We want to get it moving up the spine so our whole body has it available. In reverse directions, inhale forward, exhale back. And we vibrate the sound, silently vibrate the sound Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Sat means truth, Nam means name or identity. We're just calling on our true self, trying to center in our true self. Good. Bring your hands to your ankles. Inhale as you arch your back forward. Bring the chest and belly forward. Exhale back. Getting some flexibility in the spine. Move your own pace. You may find a few things are challenging you a little bit. You may find some things that are real easy. Some things that you're really capable of doing very well. That's fine. Just being aware of what you find in your body, what it evokes in your thoughts or in your feelings. Just a time to observe. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And let's pick up the pace as we get a little more flexibility. Rocking on the pelvis, moving the pelvis forward and back. A nice gentle rocking motion. This is called a camel ride, so it's like bouncing up and down on a camel. I understand. I haven't been on it. I did work with some service members who had been, and some of them said yeah, some of them said not so much. Inhale, center. Exhale, relax. Bring the hands to the shoulders, elbows out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you pull your elbows back slightly, keeping your arms parallel to the floor. Inhale as you twist gently to the left. Exhale, right. Using the power of the breath, the pranic energy, to motivate all of your actions. The breath comes first. As you feel your spine getting a little more limber, you can increase the stretch slightly, gently, a little faster. Move your head and your shoulders all as one unit. Inhale, center. Lift the chest, keep the arms up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, expand the chest. Exhale, relax. Bring your hands to the floor, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. What it was called cat-cow. Inhale as you bring your belly and chest down towards the floor like a sway back cow. Exhale as you bring your back up towards the ceiling like a scared cat. Inhale down, exhaling up. So you're rocking the pelvis, rotating the shoulders, pressing the shoulders up. Get as much motion in the spine as you can. Inhale up, exhale down. I'm sorry. Inhale down, exhale up. You're pushing up with your arms, extending as you exhale, extending down as you inhale. Warming up the pelvis, any tightness you have in your pelvis, just let it go. Any tightness in the hips, and let it go. Inhale, center. Exhale, relax down. Stretch your legs out. We'll shake them out a little bit. Let's bring the right foot into the groin. Reach up to the ceiling. Bend at the waist. Reach out over your leg. Let your hands come down. Grab hold anywhere you can. And bend at the waist. Stretch down. Stretch forward. Bring your chest and belly to the floor. Your chin slightly lifted so you get that nice long stretch through the back. you weren't with me on Tuesday, I did all of this from the chair, just to prove we can do yoga from a chair. You don't have to you need to be so limber you can sit on the floor and keep your knees on the floor. That's not the point. So you can do it do these motions in the chair. Do it again from a chair on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. I think maybe we'll try that for a while and make sure people feel comfortable, know what to do when you alter things a little bit, working from a chair instead of on the floor. So we're just relaxing it, breathing in and out, long and deep, bringing vital force, bringing energy in, letting the tension flow out with the exhale. And inhale deep. Exhale forward. Inhale. Spin the breath. Exhale. Relax. Release. And stretch your legs out. Bring the left heel into your groin. Reach up to the ceiling. The right leg's out, extended with the right toes pointing up. Lean out over your leg. Let your hands come down. Grab hold. And lean out towards your leg. Bring the chest and belly towards your leg, lifting the chin, keeping it back elongated. We're stretching all the way through from the bottom of your feet all the way up to your skull. Just goes all the way up, stretching the hamstrings, that sciatic nerve, the life nerve, making it work its wonders, communicating all of its messages all the way throughout the body, bringing the life energy all the way through the body. With each breath, easing into the stretch just a little bit more. Each time you exhale, release a little bit more. Any resistance you feel, just say hello, let it go. And inhale. Exhale, lean forward just a little bit more. And inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale, release, relax. Come lying down on your back. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've done this in past classes. If you can, reach down and grab your ankles. If you can't, just put your hands on the floor and you just inhale as you tuck your hips, bring your hips up off the floor, and bring them back down. So we're coming up in bridge pose as high as you can, pressing with your feet, pressing through the thighs, arching the back up, tucking the hips, really tighten the hips, and bring it back down. Let's do that a few times. Inhale up, exhale down. Really tighten the hips. Feel that tightness. We're really working that part of our core. Working the belly, pressing with the feet, with the heels, pressing your heels into the floor, flat into the floor. And inhale up. Relax, one way down to the floor. Bring your knees up to your chest. And just hug your knees for a moment. And let's just breathe in this position. Breathe long and deep. Breathe deeply into the back as you feel the back stretch as you press against the floor. And lowering your hands down, you can put your hands underneath your hips. In this position, stretch the left leg out and then the right leg out. So just, you can call these bicycles or pistons, really. It's more like pistons because you're like just going back and forth. You're not doing a round motion, it's just a back and forth motion. So really working your navel center. You can coordinate the breath as feels naturally. Just let the breath move in and out. Really feel your navel center working. And stretch both legs out. And relax them down. And let's bring the left leg up to the ceiling. As you bring your left leg up, bring your right leg, or back down, bring the right leg up. Just alternate scissor motions. Left goes down, right comes up. And inhale, both legs up. And relax. Good job. Yeah, that gets the blood moving, gets the breath moving a little bit. Bring your knees back to your chest, rock and roll the spine. Nice spine massage. And rock up, sitting. Let's do the shoulders a little bit. Just roll the shoulders. Nice big motion with the shoulders forward. Inhaling as they come forward and up, exhaling as they come back and down. And reverse directions. And let's inhale both shoulders up to the ears. Let them drop back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, squeeze, 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 tight, tight, tight. Exhale, relax, bring your chin to your chest. Gently rotate your right ear, right shoulder. And back down, left ear, left shoulder. Again, right ear, right shoulder. If you're okay with it, let your head roll all the way back. If you have any neck problems, just go side to side. Just keeping the shoulders relaxed, keep your whole body relaxed, just feeling the weight of your head, carry it through the motion. You feel a little creaking, a little crunching going on. Take it easy. That's very delicate, so just move gently. And increase your awareness of how that feels. And let's reverse directions now. Inhaling as your head goes back, exhaling as it comes forward. We'll reverse one more time. And once more, reverse directions. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. And inhale, center. Exhale. Let's come lying down on our side. On your left side, your left arm up, rest your head in your left palm. Your right hand can be flat on the floor. Your legs are out straight. Bring your right leg up as high as you can comfortably, keeping your legs straight. We're going to do a breath in this position. We're going to do an 8-part breath. 8 sniffs in, 8 sniffs out. In and out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This is an exercise for automatic endurance in the body. So we're working on building tolerance, giving us grit. This also strengthens the liver. Keep that breath going in 8 sniffs, out 8 sniffs. Use the breath. Feel the breath. And inhale deep. Suspend the breath. Perfect the pose. Straighten the legs. And exhale. Relax your leg down. Roll over on your back. Bring your hands, clasp your hands over your chest. And let's just start bouncing your body around. Move your body. Move your body. Get your hips off the floor, get your shoulders off the floor, back off the floor, legs off the floor. See if you can elevate the whole body off the floor. Move, move, move. Keep moving, keep moving. This is getting all that tension there, all the tensions, all the worries, all the stresses you've been feeling in the day. This is a good chance to let all that out. Let all that stuff out. Just get it out. Move the hips, move the shoulder. Rock side to side, up and down. Get everything moving. Move, move, move. And relax. Good job. We'll now come rolling over onto your belly. And while we're on our belly, bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together behind your back. Begin moving your body again. This time on your belly. Just moving your hips, move your legs. Rock side to side. Head and shoulders off the floor. Just flopping around. Keep moving, keep moving. All those tensions out. And relax. Good job. Oh. Nice. Now just press yourself up onto your knees. You can bring something behind your knees if you like. We're going to relax for a bit in baby pose. Baby pose, start out sitting on your heels, so you can put something behind your knees that you can sit on, kind of give a little space there. And just roll forward, bring your forehead to the floor, arms at your side, and just relax. Let your breathing relax. And go deeply inside. Relax completely. Make yourself very comfortable in this position. If you go to sleep in this position, that's great. Feel your breath relax and normalize. Feel your breath into the back. Consciously breathe into your back. Breathe deeply into the very bottom of your lungs. Inhaling deeply and completely, exhaling deeply and completely. You can bring yourself back now. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, come sitting up. Breathe fully, slowly. I feel good. And just come sitting in easy pose. And we've got the body all relaxed now. Let's enter into our meditation. The meditation we'll use this evening is called the meditation for sudden shock. It's a really good one for relieving stress. I found myself tonight waiting in line longer than I wanted to. The line was spaced out, that which was good, and people were keeping their distance, but I just felt myself, the longer I waited, I felt myself getting tenser and tenser. So I found myself wanting to do something to kind of relieve that. And this came to mind. This is a really nice meditation for those kinds of things. And you practice it a little bit and it just becomes really comfortable. It's a very simple sound vibration that we use, or chant if you like. The sounds are Sat Nam and Waheguru. Sat Nam, Waheguru. We say Sat Nam, we repeat Sat Nam, and then we say Waheguru at the end. So it sounds like this. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Waheguru. That's one time through. Okay, so Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Waheguru. Waheguru. I guess the 8-part altogether. Waheguru. And then we say that whole thing 3 times. And try to do it all on one breath. So it's going to challenge you a little bit to take really nice deep breaths. I'm glad you've been exercising, practicing your breath awareness. So we'll have plenty of breath for this. So sit comfortably. You don't have to have your legs, just sitting in easy pose. Again, sitting in a chair is perfectly fine. There is a hand position or a mudra that we use with this. The right hand is resting in the left palm. Bring the thumb tips together so they're touching. Rest your palms, your hands in your lap, and then apply a little bit of pressure on the thumb tips and pull the tips towards your belly. So you're kind of pulling back on your thumbs. There's a little bit of tension in your thumbs. Everything else is relaxed. Just sitting up straight. Think about bringing your chin back towards your throat and tightening that just a little bit. That's a little bit of a lock. It's kind of a light Hollandar lock, we call it. And then your eyes, there's a direction for the eye gaze. Your eyes are 9/10 of the way closed. They're almost all the way. There's just a little slit. Roll your eyes so you can look at the tip of your nose. Okay, so the hand position, eye position, sitting relaxed. We're going to take long, deep breaths and then say our mantra together 3 times. Okay. So here we go. Let's breathe in together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to begin. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. 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 Satnam 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 Waheguru 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 Inhale deep, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, tighten the whole body, spin the breath, tighten, 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 squeeze the face, squeeze the fists, squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs. And relax. Good job. Relax the breath. Sit quietly for a moment. Remain inside. Focus on your quiet inner peace. shooting a point, center of your true self. And gracefully come lying down your back, preparing for deep relaxation. Bring a blanket or covering so you don't get too chilly. Relax down your backs with your feet slightly apart, hands at your side, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Assess how your body feels. Scan your body relaxing. Each part of your body is relax your feet, relax your legs, relax your hips, relax your belly, relax your chest, relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers. And then focus to the base of the spine. Relax each vertebrae, moving gently up the spine, all the way up to your head. Relax your throat, relax your jaw, relax your chin, relax your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks. Relax your nose, relax your lips, your tongue, your teeth. Relax your ears, relax your scalp. Feel the flow of the breath in and out. With each breath moving deeper and deeper still. You can bring yourself back now. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your hands and feet in small circles. Reverse directions. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Point your toes, stretch, stretch, stretch. And bring your arms out to the sides. And your left knee up. Stretch across the body. Cat stretch. And come back to center. Bring the right knee up. Stretch across the body, opposite direction. And coming back to center. Bring your hands together, your feet together. Rub, rub, rub. Waking up the 72,000 nerve endings in your hands and feet. Warm them up. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock and roll gently on the spine. And let's come sitting up. Easy pose. Welcome back. Hope you all feel refreshed and ready to enter into a nice deep sleep. If you have any comments about your experiences or any questions about anything, feel free to drop me a note in Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube. Yes, you can comment on YouTube. I don't use YouTube a whole lot, so I'm not that familiar with it. But yes, you can send a message on YouTube as well. So I enjoy having you with me. I can't see you, but hopefully you can see me and see what we're doing and share with me in this evening of yoga and gong meditation. I look forward to seeing you next time, Tuesday evening and Thursday evening. Tuesday evening, as I promised, we'll be doing it from the chair, or parts of it anyway. So we'll see how that goes. Bring your hands together in the center of the chest that's closed with a long time sunshine song. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. We'll do that 2 times through and then end with a long sut short long. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. relaxing, letting go of all the tensions of the day, all the traumas of the day, all the worries of the day. Let this evening be for you, renewing, restoring, rejoicing. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. Thanks, everybody, and hope to see you next time. Go in peace. End live video.